me, Mariah. Merry Christmas. Just kidding. I don't know if you're watching this and it's Christmas, but we're going to talk about Christmas, but like a bad Christmas. I don't know if you've ever had a bad Christmas, but I had a bad Christmas. So I told you before that I was a single mom for a long time, and I'm a young life leader, so I'm always around kids. And this girl came up to me, and I love her, and she said, hey, I don't have a house and I don't have a family. Can you be my family, and can I live with you? I was like, yeah, I think it'd be great to have 4 kids and be a single mom. So I just prepped her, was like, we don't have a lot, but I'm willing to share with you, right? So it was great. She lived with us for a couple years, and like, if I could pick a daughter, it'd be her. And so we had to do all of the stuff that a kid has to do if they don't have any resources. So we had DSHS was helping her with some stuff, and so I had a caseworker, and the guy called me and he said, hey, Mariah, it's Christmas, and I want you to get down to the Christmas ministry thing where we're going to give you presents. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. And he straight up was like, I'm looking at how much money you make and how many kids you have. You need Christmas. And I'm like, you freaking need Christmas. So I was like, all right. So I get down there. It's pouring down rain. We're standing outside of Ross, and there's like 100 people and like 100 more kids. So we're all in line. It's cold. It's rainy. And this guy at the door is screaming like, next, next. It was like a bad Christmas movie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so frustrating and so embarrassing. And the whole time I'm like, I got to give my kid Christmas. And that brings me to this verse, and it's Isaiah 1:17, and it says, learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. And that sounds really good, but I'm just going to tell you right now, if you ever decide to do a Christmas ministry, do not yell at the people in the line waiting to get Christmas from you. Also, if it's raining, like, put a covering up. So everybody's trying their best, but I'm taking note, going note to self. So it's raining and it's cold and the guy is yelling, and we go through and I pick out presents for each of my kids, which was great because they really weren't going to have a lot of presents, and they put them in a giant garbage bag. So now I have a giant garbage bag. I'm totally wet. I'm mad at this like DSHS CPS guy that's like, oh, Merry Christmas. And I'm like, ah. And I go to the Christian bookstore because I have to buy something for work. And I walk into the Christian bookstore, and the ladies, like, they have like a lot of like flair, like little buttons, and they're really sweet, and their hair's really cute, and they're nice and warm because they've been inside, and they're like, all those Christmas people took all the good spots for parking. And I almost swung my giant garbage bag at them, but I did not because I love Jesus, and I just kept it to myself. But I felt so out of place. The Christian people were mad that the parking spots were taken, and the people that weren't Christian people but were trying to do good were yelling at everybody. And I just thought, if Jesus was in this room right now, he'd probably happily give up his parking spot and help people with Christmas. And so we live in a tension sometimes where it's like, what we want to do as believers or what we want to do as the world might not make sense, but I think if we put them together, we actually really could help the oppressed and the fatherless and the widow. And so the next time you're in a Christian bookstore, maybe give up your parking spot. And when it's Christmas, maybe buy a present, wrap it up, put the bow on, hand it to somebody. Don't put it in a garbage bag. Jesus doesn't put our Christmas in a garbage bag. Happy New Year.